Ready to Love Season 10 Episode 7 review. Yes, good people, I'm back. 5 months later, might I add, to share my thoughts on the latest episode of Ready to Love Philly. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I will give this episode a solid 3. It failed on multiple levels, and whoever decided to make a 5-month break between episodes 6 and 7 need to be fired expeditiously, because that break really killed the show's momentum. In this episode, we learned early on that Fritz and Eddie got eliminated, which was pretty shocking, but I'm sure that Eddie is glad that he no longer has to be part of the foolishness. And in this episode, the women were tasked with allowing their connections to meet their exes, but nearly half the women don't allow their connections to meet their exes, which is either a huge red flag on the part of these women, or it's a huge red flag on the part of production, because if we're keeping it real, then what woman would want her ex to put her business on blast via a reality TV show? Now, out of all the scenes featuring these women, Kiara's scene was the most memorable. Her ex admitted to scoping Kiara out when she was 9 years old and he was 18. Her ex then waited patiently for Kiara to turn 18, as if it was a countdown to the New Year's Eve ball drop. Dude was a great value R. Kelly, and the level of cringe in this scene exceeded normal limits. There were 2 honorable mention scenes for this episode. The first will go to Angie. There's a scene of Angie's ex telling Hasim that Angie was so independent that when her water broke, she decided to drive herself to the hospital while her ex was in the passenger seat. WTF. But the second scene would be Diona's scene, which I admit that I had watched on mute because Diona was thicker than cold Rotel dip, and I could watch an entire season of her just walking around. Nevertheless, if you took the time to binge watch the first half of the season, again, before this episode came out, then I'm sorry that you wasted your time. This episode was a huge letdown in my opinion, and it just indicates that the remainder of the season will be a letdown as well.